Welcome to a Drop Tent Media production.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of High History, where we take a walk. No, I'm trying to think of like a slogan, catchy. Take a walk through the past on the cannabis. That was terrible. Jesus, scratch that. But anyway, High History on Drop Tent Media Network. You can go to droptent.com. There they'll have, the other shows. They're all good, even though I'm lying because I haven't listened to them all. But the ones I have, I like. Or you can go, droptent.com. Yeah, you can go there. And they usually have, like, dates and stuff for... They put on shows, which are awesome, like stand-up shows. I've, done some time on them. Sometimes they're great shows. There would be dates there right now, but there's not because no one's doing shit, We're all just... I'm still working. I don't know. I'm an essential guy. I don't know what it's like to be a peasant. I don't know. You guys tell me that, but I'm essential. They need me to tile. You didn't know. That's what I do to make money right now is I install ceramic tile. It's really boring, man. Dry eyes. It's like that. It's like that, but like a feeling instead of a phrase, Like the feeling of what you get when that guy says dry eyes is how I feel at work. But it's great to still be working. Need income. I feel for a lot of people out there right now. They just not essential, man. It sucks to be a peasant, dude, but somebody's got to do it. Know your role. There's classes for a reason. I'm joking. I wish, that the government would figure out some sort of... The government's so whack, man. They're like... I don't even know how the stimulus shit works, but everyone got a check for $1,200 if you were in some sort of bracket. I don't know the bracket. I don't know all the details. But they didn't ask you. They just gave it to you. And then I heard somewhere that then they put it against your taxes next year, which I guess isn't true. What it is they'll tax you on that money. So, so that's like being like, all right, here's money, but like, you're going to have to pay us. So they're giving us a loan that we didn't ask for because I'm still working. So it's not like I, necessarily, $1,200, that's a lot of scratch these days, especially on how expensive stand-up is. And I didn't realize, with the podcast, all traveling, beer, booze, because I'm a little bit of a booze bag, although I haven't really been drinking since this quarantine started. There's something really depressing about just being drunk by yourself and not even having not that I would, but not even having the possibility of leaving. You're just like, wow, I'm in my room drunk because Wednesday night, Well, I still have work, so it wouldn't be Wednesday, it would be Friday. So I haven't been doing a lot of anything, really. Watching Netflix, Tiger King, about all people buying tigers, a whole world I didn't know existed, and then didn't know went that deep. But I will say this, Carol Baskins killed her husband, end of discussion. That bitch is guilty. And the wind is moving right now, huh? We're having some, weird weather, dude. It's like nice, then it's stormy. I don't know. Crazy, it's off and on a lot. Is that global warming? But yeah, with the COVID lockdown, man, I already recorded this thing like 18 times, but I just can't, like, with the headphones, it makes like this noise, like from rubbing up against my hoodie, I guess, or something. I don't know. But it's like super annoying. So right now I'm not using the headphones, but then when I say words with a P in them, it goes like, and that's annoying. Because I'm just doing this myself. It's just, it's like annoying to coordinate things, like, especially if we're all not like, all right, just meet up here. Then it's like, Evan's got a life. I fucking have a life. I work still. None of those other guys really fucking work, I don't feel like. I feel like Neil's a graphic designer. I don't know what the fuck he does, man. He's an artiste with the audacity. You know, like that's how I feel. Nah, but yeah. So I thought today we just kind of kick it back, dude. Chillax, man. Not really get into history that much. I know this is high history, but it's, you know, does it feel like I feel like maybe the last episode that came out might have been a little insensitive, just because I didn't realize how bad this really was yet. So I was talking about like the Black Plague, dude. Probably just anyone who listens to that is probably fucking locked up in their house right now. Like, these things are gonna spread the same way, dude. But you know, apparently, have you guys seen that YouTube? The little kid, they're like, "Do you like roller coasters?" Like, apparently, it's fucking hilarious. YouTube it if you haven't seen it, and then come back and then laugh because you get the reference now, and then come back. But yeah. So anyway, apparently someone ate a bat, and I guess coronavirus has lived in animals for like a long time, but it never mingled with like, I guess, human DNA. But when this guy was like, yes, that bat soup looks fresh, give daddy a bowl, little did he know, it would fuck the entire summer up, okay? I mean, seriously though, if this ruins summer, we should all just like get that guy, you know. Well, this is not a racist thing either. It could have been white, but this guy happens to be from Wuhan, I think. And then we just do that Full Metal Jacket scene where we all put bars of soap, and then we just hit him like, hey, you know, no more bats. You know, I don't know why they eat shit like that there anyway. I know that's a cultural thing, and maybe that's why I don't understand it, because I'm American. We just eat burgers, not bats. You know, both start with B's, but I imagine, and it's like, is there even a lot of meat in a bat? Like, those things are small, and they're actually kind of cute if you see them like up close in a photo and not in real life, because they seem unpredictable. But I don't know, both B's, does that, what would a bat even, you know, I'm scratching my head here. What would a bat even, what's the allure? You know, okay, for instance, if you went to the place in Wuhan, they're like, we serve bat, or would you be the type of person that's like, I gotta try everything because I'm a traveler of the world? Or would you be like, dude, do you have chicken nuggets? Because I'm not eating puppy, okay? You know? I mean, okay, so what I was gonna say is in Florida, I have seen dried out crickets there. They're flavored, okay? They got like Cool Ranch, BBQ. Never had them because I don't think I could get past the idea of putting a cricket in my mouth and then chewing it up and then not going, that's a cricket, and then throwing up immediately. But I did eat alligator. I think it was like the alligator bites. It was like the tail of the alligator breaded. It tastes like chicken. Yeah, it was like, oh, how exotic, but it really, you know, it was breaded. Anything breaded, it's like real calamari. I've become somewhat of a calamari connoisseur, and I only like the calamari unbreaded now, because a lot of places it's just like you're just eating breaded, like you can't even taste. Although, you know what, that's a weird thing to eat, actually, now that I think about octopus. Bro, those things are like aliens, man. They can like shapeshift and shit. Not really, but you know. There's a video I saw where this huge, it was huge, this huge octopus, the best octopus, you know, was on a boat, and there was like it was a big boat, so big boats like that have like, actually I don't even know if all boats have this, I just know that big boats have this. On the deck there, on the side of the rails, they have an opening, small like rectangle, so that way when the waves like break on the bow, they can like, you know, the water just goes out, it doesn't like sit in there. And they caught this big octopus, and the dude was like, yo, watch this, I bet you it gets out of here. Everyone's like, nah, the octopus is 4 times the size of that hole. And the octopus like shapeshifted, I guess. I don't know how they do it. I guess they don't have bones, right? I don't know the anatomy of a puss, dude. You don't know about puss, dude? No, I don't know the anatomy of an octopus. So it fit through the hole and it got out, which is just crazy. It was a really wild thing to watch. Because you're watching it like, it's got, I kind of want to learn about octopuses now, dude. I know a lot about ants because I had a weird phase where I would watch like bug documentaries on like Animal Planet about like all the weird like ants around the world. Like there's these ants in the Amazon. There's like these, they're the same species, but like one type of the ant is huge and has like has like claws, and then they like form a single file line, two of them, with like, so one line, then another line, and a space in the middle. And then there's these little ants, they're the same species, don't forget, and they're the worker ants, and they run in and out of like this little like highway that these big crab looking ants create, so that way they protect the worker ants from like, predators and stuff. It's my understanding that these ants are venomous, I think, if I remember correctly. Venomous, and they can take down some big shit. And of course, everyone likes to use hyperbole and, over exaggerate stories. So I've heard stories of like people in the Amazon being taken away by ants, which sounds absurd, but apparently it's true. I don't know. I don't live there, and I will never go there. And you know why? Because I've seen river monsters, right? He's always like, well, apparently in these waters, there's a 45 long foot catfish swallowing barges whole, and today I'm going to try to catch it. Why? Dude, why? If that thing's in there, you don't want to catch it. But yeah, on that show they're always like, piranhas exist there, man. That's crazy. Like, on that show, they'll be like, look, this is a chicken. It's dead, obviously. It's all plucked and shit. It's like a chicken you buy at Giant. Or Food Lion, if you're from Florida. And then they dip it, and I like how I'm acting it out, but you guys can't see. They dip it into the river, and then they devour everything in like seconds. And I've heard stories like, they were like, this bus crashed into the river. There was 13 people. The piranhas ate 11 people in 5 minutes. Like, what the fuck? Dude, that's crazy, man. The Amazon has so much crazy shit like that. So it's weird that the coronavirus started in China and not the Amazon. Crazy. Actually, no. China thing makes sense. Because if you look at videos of the Wuhan market, dude, they eat like puppies. Knock it off, okay? I know it's a cultural thing. You don't give a fuck, but, we're American. We care. So that means you gotta care, buddy. No, but it's just like, imagine going there and like, which golden retriever would you want to club and then devour? None. I would probably go there and buy all the dogs and free them. Fucking train them, come back. Pack of angry dogs, like, free your brothers. Get your revenge. Be like Air Bud, but they would be like ninjas instead. Ooh, is that racist? Because it's in China? Or ninjas Japanese? Or are they Asian exclusive? I don't know. Fine, not ninjas. Warriors. Warriors is an eclectic word. It can mean anything about anyone. I almost feel like I should add that part, but I'm not gonna, because I'm gonna be real. Because no one's real anymore, man. You guys have any friends that like don't believe the coronavirus is real? Bro, what? Like there's people protesting. Dude, now that I've recorded this 19 times, I can't tell what I've already talked about. So I'm gonna do it again, and if it's already in here, might be. Yeah, there's people protesting right now, like, open all the businesses. Why? I understand that. Like, I feel like their arguments are so weak. You see the pictures of them, they're not like, I need money to feed my family. Okay? We're all gonna starve. No, they're like, I want a haircut. Well then, cut your fucking hair, okay? What? Buzz it off. Buzz it off. His hair grows back for the most part, except, unless you're like that guy in that one Seinfeld episode who like razor shaves his head and is dating Elaine, and she's like, I kind of want to see what you look like with hair, and then he's like, oh no, I went bald all these years of having a bald head. So unless that happens, but usually typically it grows back. Shave it off. Who's looking at you anyway? If you go to work like me, because I'm essential and not a fucking peasant, see that P word there? Probably popped. Might be. I'm not a peasant, so I need to work. I'm required. Well, I'm not. It's voluntary, but I need money because everyone needs money. You know. Damn, dude, I kind of forgot where I was going with that. But yeah, you know. Coronavirus. Crazy times right now. And I guess it's American to protest, but don't know if I said that, because I know I said that already, and I'm doing this back to back. Now, the other one I deleted, so hopefully you only hear it once, I think. Hopefully. Send lots of prayers and thoughts. That's another thing that fucking bugs me, man. When something like this happens, like we're sending our thoughts and prayer, it doesn't do anything. It's so annoying. If you guys want to help, find like somebody who's running some sort of something to help, somebody who's specific to their line of work, you know. I know comedians are all like, well, we got to help the staff out at the comedy club, and then other people will be like, you know, I'm a bartender, you know. I mean, also pick better jobs. I'm just kidding. But, dude, I feel for a lot of people out there living paycheck to paycheck. Now they don't get a paycheck. I mean, the government was like, here's $1,200. We'll tax it later. So here's money, but you got to pay us for the money that we just gave you, even though it's your money, which makes no fucking sense. You know, I don't understand it. How they can just give you money, but, like, you didn't apply for it. They just give it to you. Does that make any sense to anyone? That'd be like, I get money on Christmas as a kid, and then my dad's like, I'll hold that for you, buddy. And then you know, I'm like, ah, shit, I need money for a new bike. And he's like, all right, here, I'll give you a loan. Okay? You can buy the bike, but you gotta pay me a percentage back of this money. Wait a sec. This is my money. I mean, I didn't work for it because I'm a kid and you just get given shit to you on Christmas when you're a kid, because that's what Christmas is about. Presents. People say it's about Jesus. No, it's not. It's about presents and food and getting high and embarrassing yourself at your family dinner. No, I'm kidding. But, I don't know. Have any of you guys ever, like, accidentally put on one of your cum socks and then went to, like, a family gathering? You know, like Thanksgiving, Christmas. But it's always, like, at that family member's house, and they have, like, a strict no-shoe policy past the front door, and you're left with that conundrum. Yeah, me either. Didn't think so. I don't come in socks. I come in my hand. Throw it on the wall. Because that's what rebels do. They stick it to the man with their cum walls. That was gross, and I'm sorry. Some people might come here for the history content. That's disgusting, and I apologize. But, you know. So anyway, protesting's super American, I know. Even though, like, Colin Kaepernick, like, the people who are protesting now were, like, the same, you know, because they all have Trump and fucking Confederate flags. We know that that's the group that was upset with Colin Kaepernick. You know. So it's funny that, like, their protest counts, but, you know. I can't remember if this one or the one before, but I was saying how do you know if a protest is legitimate? What legitimizes a protest? Now, for you as an individual, you might say, well, if I agree with them, it's legitimate. But there's been protests where people opposed, such as, like, I don't know, civil rights movement and the marches and the protests and all that. And clearly, we can all agree. I know that some of you will disagree in private, but you won't do it publicly because you know you're fucking wrong, and that's why you won't do it publicly. That, you know, black people should also have rights, you know? So, but what made that legitimate? Because there's people that opposed it, You see what I'm saying? It's easy to say that a protest is legitimate from the inside. It's much harder to say a protest is legitimate if you disagree. So right now, there's people protesting. They want everything open back up for their haircuts, or whatever the fuck they're doing, which is a terrible idea. And it's funny because they're like, some of those people don't believe, like, you know, if you watch the news, someone will be like, coronavirus is fake. It's made up by the deep state, Benghazi, whatever, you know, their talking points. And they'll be wearing a mask and gloves when they do it. Huh? That in itself, you know, that'd be like going on the news and being like, no one shoots anyone around here. It's never happened, but you're doing the interview in a bulletproof vest. You know? The irony. Crazy. Maybe it's because the Earth's flat. There, I said it. It's because the Earth's flat. The way flat discs, you know that pandemics move faster on discs. Everyone knows that. I've studied it on YouTube. YouTube never lies. I know that the video was uploaded by Pussy Slayer 185, but Pussy Slayer is the man. He knows about the stuff. No, he doesn't. That's why his fucking YouTube handle is Pussy Slayer. Because anyone who has a YouTube handle as Pussy Slayer does not slay pussy, okay? Fucking bullshit. That was just my my little Corona check-in. I don't know, it's saying I can't record past a certain length or something, so I guess we'll just do a bunch of these short little ones. I mean, it's my show. I'll do what I want. So thanks for listening to this short little check-in, coronavirus check-in. Stay safe, everyone. High History, Drop Tent Media, droptent.com. Go check it out. You know, I guess I'm going to have to do a legitimate one of these. So we'll just do a bunch of these little ones until, you know, I get my shit together and record a good one. Or like a, you know, standard, let's talk about history one. You know, I love knowing history in a broad stroke, but the details are always so finite that it's difficult to remember all that stuff. So the reason that these take so long is I need to get... Obviously, I already learned about all this stuff since I majored in history. But, you know, you need a refresher. You got to go back and be like, oh, that's right, 1812. Yeah, bop, 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 bop. You know, remember the bop bops of the bop bop bops. So thanks for listening to this little COVID check-in. Please stay home. Home. For you Philadelphians. Go down Lee's Haggis. The most disgusting accent in the world. But you two also stay home. That way no one hears your accent. And also, people don't get sick. So thanks for listening to my little COVID check-in. High History. I'm out. Baby birds. Peace.
This has been a Drop Tent Media production.